What's popping out there, world? And welcome to another edition of TJ Sports Nation, presented by your boy TJ, straight out of KC. Just wanted to rap real quick about all the action from last night. What a epic night of boxing it was. Three different networks popping. You had the Zone popping with the Joshua Usyk as the main event. You had ESPN popping. And you also had Showtime popping with Sergey Lipinets, surprising the world by defeating Omar Figueroa, who was scheduled originally to face Adrian Bronner, but Bronner pulled out, citing mental health issues. Interesting, man. Let's talk about Joshua and Usyk. I had Joshua winning the rematch. No lie. I thought Joshua could come back and could get the rematch just based on his history and the fact that he, lost to Andy Ruiz the first time and was able to bounce back and got him the second time. But many people believe that that was a fluke. Many people believe that he only got Ruiz the second time because Ruiz came in, out of shape. That's what a lot of people believe. So definitely interesting to say the least, man. So, anyways, Joshua comes into the fight in Saudi Arabia under a new trainer, Robert Garcia. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work out. The first half of the fight, I watched Joshua come forward like he was supposed to, landed some great body shots, doing the things that he should have been doing the first fight, right? But then in the second half of the fight, for some reason, he stopped doing it. And Usyk just started punishing him. Usyk just punished him. I couldn't believe it. He let the gas up all the way. Let the gas up. I'm sitting there in this fucking belief watching that go down yesterday. I couldn't believe it, man. It was still remained a closer fight, and I thought Joshua did a a much better job than he did the first fight. But you got to finish the job, man. And that's what he didn't do, man. Like several of those rounds, his best round to me was that ninth round. I thought he really gave Usyk the work in that ninth round. And it was one round in particular where I seen Usyk kind of stumble a little bit. So it's not like Joshua just came right in and curved up and just didn't do anything. He fought a much better fight than he did the first fight, but it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough, man. Now the question becomes what next? What next for Joshua? Joshua has a meltdown after the fight. A complete meltdown. Takes the belts, throws them, tries to get at somebody in the ring for saying something out of pocket to him. Snatches the microphone from Usyk. He does a lot of stuff that Joshua isn't known for doing out of frustration because he feel like he worked so hard to win this fight to come up short again. Joshua didn't want to take no for an answer yesterday. He wasn't gonna take no for an answer yesterday. Absolutely crazy situation to say the least. Really was a meltdown. But when you're frustrated and things aren't going the way you want them to go, this is typically what happens. Call it being a crybaby, call it what you want. But these type of things happen. They happen. I really don't know what else to say at this point, other than I was shocked. Not by Usyk pulling off the win, but just by Joshua's reaction to everything. It surprised me because he's normally a good sport, but hey, what can we say, man? Usyk was the better man, and Joshua just got to accept that it's some fighters that just got your number. And I think, unfortunately, the smaller Usyk is just the better boxer. So Usyk goes on and he says, hey, I want Tyson Fury next, or I ain't fighting nobody. He wants Big Tyson Fury next, or he ain't fighting nobody. This is what he says. I couldn't believe it. A lot of people would like to see Wilder possibly go Usyk's direction if he should get past Robert Helenius. Cool. Cool. I would love to see that too. But evidently, Alexander Usyk got his mind made up which direction he want to go. I wouldn't mind seeing them fight either one of them. Truthfully, I just wouldn't. But we all know how the sport of boxing can go sometimes. We all know how the sport can go. Boxing is very, very tricky. So we'll see how it goes. We got Wilder and Helenius coming up in October. That will be a good fight. I think it could really go either way. They know each other well from sparring each other years and years at a time and things of that nature. So it makes for a good matchup. As far as AJ goes, what's next for AJ? Aaron Chisora, maybe? Dylan White, maybe, who he's already beaten early in his career. There's some options on the table. I don't think that it's 100% over for AJ because he's got a few losses. I don't think so, But he's probably just gonna have to play the field right now and step back and let these other fights happen, and maybe he'll get put in an eliminator against somebody. Maybe a Dylan White. I think, yeah, that's set up perfectly. Him and Dylan White, eliminator type shit. That's perfect, man. Why not? Might as well. Might as well. What difference does it make? Hell of a matchup. I still believe we could possibly see him and Wilder somewhere down the line. So it's not over with for AJ. AJ just got to sit back and play his position. He fought hard, and ultimately it just wasn't his night. Just wasn't his night. Let's move on and talk about my boy Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets, man. Wow. Took the fight on 5-day notice and couldn't pull it off. Omar Figueroa couldn't pull it off against a man that took the fight on 5-day notice. But he had said earlier in the week that he believed this was a way tougher fight than Adrian Broner, and I definitely agree with him on that. I definitely agree with him on that. It was a much tougher fight for him going into this one right here. Sergey Lipinets is way more technically sound and to me a way better boxer than Adrian Bronner would have been. That's just my opinion. Hell of a fight. But ultimately, Sergey Lipinets just got to him, punished him, stopped him. They threw the towel in on the last minute replacement. But Sergey ain't no walkthrough for nobody. Sergey had been in the ring with some of the best of them, including his fight before that against Jerron Boots Ennis, which he completely got demolished. You know, my boy Mikey Garcia whooped him. But at the same time, Sergey Lipinets has been in there with some of the best of them. He wanted to prove that he's still around, that he's still with it, and he did that. He did that. So it gets even more interesting now at 140. You got to throw Lipinets' name in there somewhere. That's what I think. Unless he's going to campaign back up to 47, 140, man, he could do some things, man. 47, I don't know. I think it's just too many dogs at 47. I think he fits right there at 40. Some good matches that could be made with Sergey Lipinets. I'm telling you right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hector Garcia outlasted Roger Ortiz. Hector Garcia is pretty good, man. And this he did his thing. He did his thing, man. He showed that he's a true warrior. And that win against Chris Colbert wasn't a fluke. Dominated, man. Undefeated for a reason, man. You better jump on the board. You better jump on the board, man. Because that was a pretty good fight. The Hector showed that he's in it. I was very impressed with what I seen, and he got me around as a fan now, man. Old Hector Garcia, man. He got me around as a fan now, baby. Yes, sir. All day. He earned it. I didn't get to see a lot of the ESPN cards. I did watch Nico Ali Walsh in his rematch because he wasn't happy with the way his first fight against the gentleman he fought last night went. So he came back and he got him out of there. It didn't go the distance or anything this time. I was very impressed. Very impressed. Yeah, Reyes Sanchez. I'm sorry, Reyes Sanchez. I couldn't think of the gentleman's name. But yeah, Reyes Sanchez. And I'm telling y'all, man, Nico Ali Walsh gonna be a problem. As he continues to get more rounds in and have more fights, he's going to be a problem. And he's going to do some damage. He's going to do some damage, man. So y'all better watch out for him. But he's a long ways away from Starbucks in the game. It's going to take some time to get up the ranks and get up there. You know, you got to put that time in a little bit more. But as long as he keeps grinding like he's doing, the middleweight division better watch out, man. That's all I can say, man. I'm definitely a fan, and I look forward to seeing this young man in his future in the ring. I'm telling you, dog. Yes, sir. Said the ESPN card was trash. Yeah, I gotta go back and rewatch what I missed, man, because they were on at the same time Showtime was on, and I normally am a Showtime guy, PBC type of cat. So I like to stay at home a lot of times. You feel me? So I'm gonna actually go back and rewatch that. I did catch the Ali Walsh fight. or the rematch or whatnot. I was able to catch that. It was just a 4-rounder, but other than that, I didn't get to see the other fights, so I can't judge them if I didn't see them. But I will do another post video or live stream probably tomorrow, and we'll talk about that and all the action coming up this weekend. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you didn't get to, rewind this back, hit that like and subscribe button for your boy, and let's grow this network together. Much love. Be safe.